Happy Sunday, everybody. Listen, this is Vonda Evans, and today I want to talk to you briefly and leave you with a word of encouragement and to say, wait on God's time. Listen, for many of you all, you know that I was once married, and I went through a divorce, and I prayed about, the divorce, and there was an issue of a house. It was of contention. I did not like the house, okay? But I wanted the house because I wanted the people who saw me and knew me to believe that I was winning. So I wanted this house. I fought so hard. So I went to my then church, got corporate prayer, went to court the next day, and I didn't get it. My father died. I lost the house. I was going through stuff. It was raining. It was storming. So I said, listen, let me have a little talk with you, God. Let's follow along. I tithe. Yes. I give offering. Yes. I do good. You do. I said, but what happened there? He said, you don't trust me. I said, huh? He said, you wanted that house, not because you wanted it to live in and to look at as a blessing. You wanted to just show the world that knew you that you was winning. See, your reason for wanting it was not pure. See, you stopped trusting me after, remember, I'm the same God that made you judge when didn't nobody else do it. Yeah. I'm the same God that when you have health issues with your baby, I made it come through. Yeah. But you got so caught up in the world because they love you now that you wanted to show them you was winning. And you was willing to fight at any means. You was willing to use my people to pray that you get a benefit when your heart wasn't right. I was like, oh, okay, I got you. I said, well, still, I fell out with God. I said, listen, let me tell you what I do. I'm going to the streets. I'm going to the world. I'm going to drink. I'm going to hang. I'm going to slang. No money problems. Things start stabilizing. But I didn't have joy. I didn't have peace. All of a sudden, when it was time to leave the bench, when I looked around and people that I was hanging, slanging with, they was gone. Nobody was taking my call. It was like, oh. So God set me down. He said, you ready to come back? I said, yeah. He said, okay. He said, I need you to get in my word. I need some alone time, and I need you to trust me. See, daughter, when it was raining and storming, you didn't understand that prophetically the rain comes to tell you that your next season is your best season. When you was looking at the dark clouds and the water that came from the sky, what you didn't look at was the purpose of the rain. The rain is a fertilizer. The rain is a builder. So when the rain came in your season, you didn't realize that I was trying to make your next season your best season. You didn't realize that because you wanted the world to, you doing it, you winning, sis. You was right. You right. So as I began to just trust God in my own way, things got a little better. And after a while, I just loved him. The peace, the joy. And I saw somebody be blessed, in a new house. And I was like, oh, that's so nice. But that's okay. Ain't going to happen for me. But I'm going to clap for them anyway because, and in the middle of a pandemic with a 640 credit score, my bank decided to take a chance with me. And they gave me a house. The house I wanted. The house that God put me in a position to afford. See, he said, daughter, I don't want you struggling with all of the problems. You wouldn't have been able, you was going to lose it anyway. But your heart wasn't right, and you weren't where I needed you to be. See, 15 years to God is but 1 second, but 1 minute. But we got God on some little timetable. Oh, if you don't do this in 30 minutes, if you don't do this in a day, if you don't do, then you ain't God. You ain't powerful. What? Girl, stop. And we fall out with God and we get mad at God. And when we see the rain come in our lives and we see the storms come in our lives, we think God has abandoned us. He hasn't. Why? Because the rain is prophetic symbolism that your next season will be your best season. And it is a setup for your come up. But here, let me go there. But if God tomorrow says, guess what, daughter, I got to take this back. Take it, Dad. Daughter, I gotta take your mama from you. I gotta take your daddy from you. I gotta take your husband from you. I gotta take your child from you. Your brother says, Dad, I love you. And I understand. And I'm hurt. But I understand, God, that I love you like that. And when you love God like that, He will give you the strength to do what you want to do. But let me tell you something. Your blessing, you know what you say, I ain't going to even say it no more. You know, you used to tell people, you say, I ain't going to say it no more. It's about to come to pass. I'm standing on it. All I'm asking you to do, if you trust God completely, if you say, listen, God, I know it's coming. I ain't going to tell nobody. I'm going to wait on it, but I know it. I'm going to tell you something. Oh, you better stop. God doing Cecil, okay? Listen. The Lord is telling me that them people that been wanting a house, go out and start buying furniture. Put money up. Put money up. Start packing your clothes. Start putting your furniture. It's coming to pass. You know that car that you say you want? You need to start looking at insurance quotes. You understand what I'm saying? That husband that you say you're going to get, you need to start preparing yourself for him. Because what you have desired, what you have hid in your heart, God is about to bring it to pass in His own time, in His own way, in His own will. But it's not for the glory of man. It's because you trusted God. It ain't to show people I won. It's to show your obedience. And the Bible tells us what? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Listen, I love you guys too. Enjoy your Sunday. I love you so much. Remember, trust God in His own time. Don't put Him on your timetable. God don't care about that. And listen, let me tell you something. You got to go back to that relationship with your God. Because what I say? What I say? The rain is a prophetic symbolism that your next season will be your best season. Be blessed. I love you. Bye-bye.